Hi, thank you for joining. Yin Yoga for Winter. Please write in the comments below where you are joining from. In case from the southern hemisphere, the link above is for Summer Yin. Yin Yoga is based on Chinese medicine and Taoism philosophy. They emphasize that human beings are a part of nature. Winter is ruled by water element, which is linked to the kidney and urinary bladder meridians. I'll talk more about it when you are in the pose. At the physical level, these poses work well on stretching hips area, legs, releasing the back, especially the lower back, and gently strengthening it. If you have yoga props, a bolster, bricks or blocks, you can use them. But you can happily practice without props, perhaps only a blanket, a little cushion for final relaxation, and an eye cover or folded scarf to cover your eyes. If you have a spare blanket or a mat, you can place under your body to soften. You can place the bricks or blocks under your ankles or shins. Reclining butterfly will hold about 4 minutes. Soles of the feet together, knees are apart. Soften your breath, relax in stillness into support beneath. Observing your sensations. If you start feeling pain, burning sensation or numbness, pins and needles, extend one leg to soften the pose, then the other leg, or make any adjustments you need. I'll remind this later. Meridians are energy channels. They call nadis in Indian tradition. It's the same. Prana, key energy, the life force, flows through those channels. If it becomes stagnant, blockages can occur, which together with continuing stress can lead to illnesses. We stimulate those meridians and increase energy flow, remove blockages by holding particular poses. The area is squeezed, some gentle pressure applied, and released. Similar how acupressure works. Kidney meridian begins at the little toe in each foot and runs through the soles inside the legs up to the tailbone, internally connects to the bladder and kidney, then moves over the abdomen and chest, through the throat, ends at the root of the tongue. Urinary bladder meridian starts at the inside of eyes, goes up the forehead across the crown, enters the brain and runs down the back body parallel to the spine and all the way down the backs of the legs, ending at the little toes. We have about 1 minute left. If you need to make any adjustments, feel free. And find the stillness for the remaining time. And slowly extend those legs if you haven't yet. Stay here, observing perhaps the energy flow you have created somewhere, some warmth or tingling. Transitions are very slow. Bend your knees and roll on your side. Make your way to seated. We continue with a half butterfly. Extend your right leg and you can place a brick under the knee or folded blanket. Your left leg is bent and the sole of the foot inside your thigh. You can use the spare block to rest your forehead. We'll hold 3 minutes each side, nourishing the meridians through the back of the body and legs, inner thigh, also if there are sensations around the groin. Go to the pose step by step. You don't have to start with your maximum stretch. It's important to come to the pose just enough to stimulate ki energy, prana, without feeling of strain. We remain focused on breath and sensations, allowing gravity to hold us. We are looking for the balance between engagement and relaxation. It is a steady, still, meditative practice. We are here and now, body and mind, softening, grounding. One minute left on this side. Feel free to make any adjustments or stay where you are. Perhaps your body invites you to go deeper into the stretch or back off if you feel any pains. In fact, you can place the forehead on the fists as well. On the hands, they are on your leg. Many options. And slowly to upright, we move to the other side. Left leg extends, you can place the brick if you have or folded blanket under your knee. You can use something to rest your forehead, but you don't have to, just feels more comfortable staying in the pose 3 minutes. Now your right leg bends. Sole of the foot is inside your thigh. If you can, it can be actually near your knee. Yin Yoga works well on flexibility, as most of the stiffness are in the deeper tissues, ligaments, joints, which can be accessible only by relaxing muscles and holding a pose longer. It's not always easy to achieve in the traditional yoga class. If you start feeling too comfortable in the pose, go deeper into the stretch. Go to your next edge and find your stillness. But if you start feeling any pain, burning sensation, numbness, you have to back off. So we have a minute left, a bit less than a minute. Find your stillness. And slowly to upright. Remove your props if you had them, keep them handy. We release with hips and legs in windshield wipers, we call this pose. And slowly move to your next pose, Dangle, standing feet about hip width apart. Feel free to hold your opposite elbows. Hips are high, chest is low. Body weight is more over the balls of your feet. Relaxing towards the gravity. If you need, bend your knees, bend your knees. Bladder meridian is highly nourished due to the stretch through the back of the legs. A couple of minutes there all together. By holding a pose for a few minutes, we develop a greater tolerance for uncomfortable experiences. It's a mental work. And we slowly move on the front of the body and rest. You can wriggle your hips to release your lower back. You can rest your forehead on your hands or the side of your head. And dropping those heels apart, relaxing. From there, next pose, Sphinx, with knee bent in half frog. So your elbows under your shoulders, you can place your palms together, not collapsing there, but in quite a relaxed way, and take your knee towards your elbow, as high as it's not too much for your lower back. Find your breath, find your stillness. We put some gentle pressure on the longitudinal ligaments of the lower back, stimulating kidney and bladder meridian, also through the bent leg. Slowly release your leg and bend the knee, take it towards the elbow. Ideally you are making about 90 degrees angle with your thigh and shin. So your mind is there with your body, observing the breath and sensation. By stimulating bladder meridians, health issues as headaches and urinary bladder problems can be healed, and free energy flow through kidney meridian can help with urinary system and lower back issues. There is a storage of our vital energy. Our immune system is nourished. Emotions are also in the tissues. Where else? Related emotions are fear and anxiety. If those emotions bother you, practice yin yoga poses for lower body to balance them. Contemplation, wisdom is set to rest in kidney meridian. And slowly come back to your resting position. Extend your leg, rest your forehead. You can wriggle your hips to release your lower back. Make your way on your mat. We continue with reclining twist, 3 minutes each. So you give your hips a shift to the right and drop your knees to the left. You can take the right knee over the opposite knee and take this twist with your leg crossed. You can use a brick or block under your leg. The knees, they don't have to touch the ground. More important that the right part at the side, the right shoulder is resting on your mat and your right arm is as high as your shoulder is resting. It's a good way to finish a yin practice. It's a more restorative pose for the spine and nervous system, also stimulating the bladder meridian and nourishing the kidneys through the twisting. And slowly uncross your legs if you have them crossed. Take a moment centering the body on the mat, knees up. The same twist as the side. Now you drop the hips to the left and knees to the right, or left knee on the top. Crossing your legs. You can use the support under your legs. They are as low as the left shoulder is relaxing on the mat. Nice to place the wrist on the spare block or folded blanket if you have. Close your eyes, soften and enjoy your twist. Slowly unroll to the center and cross your legs if you have them crossed. Take a moment with your knees bent up. Kind of neutralizing the body. And it's time to prepare for final relaxation, Shavasana. If you have a bolster, place under your knees. It gives a nice position for the lower back. Use a little cushion, also a blanket. It not only makes you feel warmer, but gives some sense of groundedness. The same an eye bag. You can use a folded scarf at home. So it's warm for your body and dark for your eyes. Your eyes are softly closed. Relax your face. Relax your chin. Soften your chest, your shoulders. Soften your belly. And body is breathing itself. Feeling your body is relaxing, softening into support beneath. Body is relaxed. So is the mind. Let it go. Soften more into your inner stillness, silence. Deepen your breath. Bring more awareness back to your body, your surroundings. Move your feet. Slowly remove your eye cover. Give yourself a nice stretch. Take your time. When you're ready, bend your knees and roll on your side. Relax your hair. And slowly bring yourself to upright position. Last few moments. Feeling yourself. Perhaps more calmness, connectivity, palms to your heart. Namaste.